GD on the beats.
You're listening to PowerPlugRadio, home of your throwback jams.
Wake up!
Chill.
Bump, wake up, man.
I'm trying to get up, man. I'm here. Man, it's that
baby.
time.
No sleeping in the cave, dog.
Oh, man. Sometimes you're going to get a little nap in the cave, man.
There's no crying in baseball.
There's some sleeping, though, sometimes. Hey, man.
We
Listen,
back, man.
We back. You
We
know,
back.
got some good stuff to talk about. Hey, it's some weird stuff in the news, but, you know, let's introduce ourselves. Go ahead, then.
Hey,
Wait, who?
yeah.
Did you introduce
I don't
him
know.
as D?
I don't
Go
know.
ahead, my brother.
I know you. Go ahead, man. The guy that.
Go ahead, D.
Hey, man, it's your boy D. I'm in the building, man. Happy to be here with the fellas once again in the man cave.
Civil 8 Boys Associated, James Swain.
Oh, yeah, your boy Bunk. I'm still here, man. If you want to reach us, you want to call us, you want to talk to the boys in the cave, it's 727-686-0512.
Lexa.
Hey, I want to hear my dog Bunk. That's the one way. Go ahead, dog.
And what other ways can they listen, man?
Hey, you can. We live right now on Facebook, man. We want you to go and run up them subscriptions on YouTube.
Y'all got me all backwards in here.
You were kind of backwards, man.
Yeah.
We trying to get our life together in the cave, man.
We got a YouTube channel.
YouTube channel. You can download the app at the Google Play or the Apple Store.
What's that app? That PowerPlugRadio app?
PowerPlugRadio, man.
There
And
you go.
PowerPlugRadio.com. And you can call. We got the line fire open.
Yeah.
727.
686-0512.
That's how you bring in that show, man. What we
Yes,
got,
sir.
fellas? How was your weekend, man? Everybody had
Man,
a good
shout out
weekend?
to all the college graduates, man.
True
Yeah.
that. All the graduates.
There was a lot
man.
of people, man, that I didn't realize that were graduating that graduated, man.
Yeah.
True that.
Like, wow, man, there was a 84-year-old woman that graduated
True that. I love those
from the
stories.
South Side, man.
There you go.
Got paper,
That's awesome.
baby.
84 years old.
That's awesome.
Probably ain't have a chance to walk or go back then, and she took advantage. I love those
That's
stories.
right.
Will she be able to get a job in this economy with a degree?
They might have made her go back.
Very
Go
good
get that
question,
paper.
my brother.
I don't know, man. Hey, it's gonna be rough for some of
I
these
hope
young
that
folks.
she
but
didn't get that degree so she could work.
yeah,
I hope it's one of those long time waiting goals that she had. And
yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully, but in this day and age, you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might make you have a degree to stay where you stay.
Yeah, but shout out to her for doing that, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shoot, I wonder if she's a lawyer. I might need one soon. Shoot, I don't know.
And dog, what you got?
I can't talk about
The
that.
cable represents.
No, she might have to get with them whites and the whites and Young Thug and Gunna might need her too. So, you know.
Oh man.
Well, it's a lot, man.
Speaking of the whites,
The whites.
The white around.
a lot of people out there don't even know what we talking about.
Let them know, man, because hey, that's what we do in the man cave.
Bonk set it up. Refresh the
man.
people with the whites.
Y'all remember?
No relation.
Y'all remember the whites who are not related? Casey.
Oh man, okay.
Casey White. You know
we talked about them last week.
the guy who was in prison in Alabama. You know, who was awaiting trial for murder and who was suspected for other murders, and Vicky White, who was the prison guard or whatever.
Second in command
at this prison, you know, who busted the guy out, who helped the guy escape, you know.
She did it all in the name of love.
Lauderdale County, Alabama.
Yeah. Some people dance in the name of love, you know. Some people singing, and you don't break nobody up out of prison in the name of love.
She did.
She did.
Yeah, but then,
She went and got them keys and moseyed her way right on up out of there.
Right on up out of there, huh? Yeah. Success, huh?
Yes.
That was a success.
So we had to give them a recap.
Yeah.
Some more stuff done happened.
Exactly.
Like 11 days kind of done happened since. So,
But
go
we
ahead.
said it wasn't going to end.
Yeah, because I thought they was coming to Florida. I said it. You remember I said that? But thank God
that's
they
why
went
they
the other
didn't.
way.
Yeah, see, they ran a reverse. Yeah, we all thought they was coming to Florida.
Yeah.
They ran a reverse. They went to what? Tennessee?
Good old
Went
Tennessee.
through Mississippi.
Mississippi.
I think they switched cars.
Switched them up.
And-
Got her hair darker at one point or something.
Yeah, she had on a little wig or something.
Yeah, you,
But,
can't, you can't hide.
It all ended in a chase, man.
Yeah. There was
And apparently,
But they was out there for a
Miss-
little bit. A few
Miss
days.
White.
Yep.
apparently she killed herself, man.
Yeah. Well, it was they had
All
a
in the name of love.
All in the name
Why
of love.
she do it? Love.
Yeah. I mean, it's a crazy story, you know. I guess apparently they had been having a relationship for a few years while he was in prison. Then she busted the guy out, right? They escaped
On the run.
and they was on the run for what? It was about 2 weeks or something like that, or more.
It's like 11-day chase or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something like that.
We'll give them 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then they ended up.
They stopped
you know,
at a motel.
Yeah, they probably they got it on. So
They got a room.
They got it in.
They got it in.
And then I read somewhere that they went to the car wash or something too to get the car
Oh,
cleaned
yeah, to get
up.
the car washed up. Yeah, you know.
What the hell you thinking?
Can't
about?
be riding dirty, man. You can't ride your car
'Cause they
all
had-
dusty and you know.
They had the ultimate plan. They weren't gonna get caught. Nobody was gonna catch them.
Yeah,
Not in
they
this
had-
day and age.
They had like $29,000 in cash too.
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
probably. But I heard your boy wasn't following. I think she had the game plan and he kind of messed some things up, didn't he? That's what I read.
I don't know. I didn't
Who,
really.
Big Dummy?
Yeah. So apparently,
dude was like damn near 7 feet.
yeah, he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
6'10".
Yeah.
6'10", 6'11".
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
About
7.
350.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Never played a day of ball in his life.
never.
You know,
full
they
of
say the cat
Confederate
was
tattoos.
like 38 years old, but he looked like he was about 72.
Yeah.
Straight
He
trailer.
looked straight up.
I ain't gonna say it.
old as dirt, man. That cat was.
We know what that is.
But he was in love, man.
Yeah.
He did it for love. Why did he do it?
But then you know, the thing about it, like you said, they was in the police chased them, knocked them off the road.
Yep.
Casey White, you know, the guy, the tall guy, he was the prisoner. He was injured in the crash, but after the crash, Miss Vicky decided to shoot herself. I don't know where she shot herself, but she shot herself fatally, to end that whole thing. But, James said she shot herself in the name of love. But, after you go through all of that, why do you shoot yourself?
I was just gonna ask
She could have got
know
another
why.
relationship. She could have went to prison and got another relationship with somebody.
Wait a
I
minute.
know why.
Did he say he know why? Okay, now you got to make it make sense. Now go ahead, D. Why did she kill herself after all of that?
I mean, she knew it was over, and she been working in that line of work for like at least over 20 years. So she already know what she's gonna be up against.
Wow.
And then she knows she's not gonna get no love because I believe and I heard that cricket officers don't get no love from other officers. That's what I heard. So she knew it was over. They had a tape.
So with all that being said, why did she do it in the first place? How come she didn't she knew where her man was? He was locked up.
Yeah.
She could see him at work every day that she went in. And hell, she could come in on her days off if she wanted.
But
she was second in command. How come she didn't just leave him where he was?
Oh boy, messed their plan up, bro. I think
he was in charge. I forgot.
After they got out, I bet he was like, "Shut up, bitch! Listen to me." You know? And he probably just messed the whole thing
typical.
up, man.
Yeah, man.
Go this way. She wanted to go to Florida. He's like, "Let's go to Tennessee."
And she believed it.
Yeah.
I got a cousin in the mountains.
Yeah.
We can crash at his double wide.
Knoxville.
Are we being cruel?
No, we should.
No, because you know the whole thing is kind of insane, man.
No, we won't spit on a.
You know,
we just discussing.
Yeah, the whole thing is kind of insane, and it's we laugh about it because it's funny, because
it's dumb.
It was just an insane thing to think that you was gonna get away with something like that. Plus, you a prison. God, you've been working in this prison for I don't know how many years. They say she was high up in command.
Yep.
The folks that's coming in and out of there. This man was already, awaiting trial on a murder charge and had other murder charges coming. And you say, okay, I'm in love. And you gonna walk this guy out of the prison and expect that y'all gonna live this wonderful life together, which was just plain stupid. I want to know what their plan was. What was the true plan? What was your plan?
Well,
where was you going?
That's the dumbness in it. That they probably thought they had a plan that was pimp tight. I mean, you walked out, but the camera's right there.
Yeah.
They saw everything.
Exactly.
They know what happened to you and they know what happened to him.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the people are going to come out and say, oh, yeah, man, I knew they was messing around. That's just how people are.
2 years.
I knew the whole time.
Yeah.
Remember he got an extra piece of bacon on his breakfast? Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There's no reason, man. No logical reason. Just it was almost a suicide pact because they say she was about to retire.
Yeah,
she was done.
And then she sold the crib.
Sold the crib. About to live happy ever after. I really think old boy messed her plan up, bro, because it's a 911 call, and I don't know how. I don't know if it's like from inside the car they can tap in. Because when them U.S. Marshals on your ass, I think they got spy equipment we don't even know about, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they had a conversation with her right before the crash and before she shot herself because the cops came over and she was still breathing at the time, but she was unconscious.
Yeah.
She was breathing and she had her hand still on the trigger. So they like, finger still on the trigger, blah, blah, blah.
They didn't shoot her?
No, they didn't shoot her.
Her finger was on the trigger.
That's their people, bro. You know they do. Man, but I'm sure they seen like a, we
done heard them stories, right?
I agree.
You gonna hear one. You gonna hear one a little later in the show too.
I agree. But I'm just giving you the story. Like that's what they said, and she was yelling at him before she offed herself and said, "We shouldn't have stopped at the motel. It's your fault." Blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm for real. Like it's a tape out there. And she encouraging him to get out and run.
Maybe he wanted to hit skin. That's why he probably wanted to. I mean, it's been a minute.
He probably needed a comfortable bed. He's like, I just want one night.
Man, dude, dude, like 6'11", man.
Wow.
I want to stretch my feet out.
feet hanging over the prison bed, man.
And hit skin.
Yes, sir. He landed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude's still alive, man. Dude go back in. He probably had a life sentence anyway. He get to go back in after all of that. Like, what y'all gonna do to him?
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
What can you do?
The man back in his cell with his feet kicked up like the big dog.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
He might be a legend when he get back in there.
Of course, man. He got him 2 weeks. He got a 2-week vacation. Got him some cooter.
Probably drunk some good beer.
Got him some cooter, but and now he back inside.
Now we've seen some strange things. Now, do y'all think that they might try and charge him with her death?
They might. They might.
Well, that's just adding more on. I mean,
that might be enough to fry him.
He done. I think this might be enough.
Yeah, that might be enough to get him.
It might.
I think they might show him as an example. Like, don't be running up out of these Lauderdale County, Alabama jails like that. I don't give a damn if you know who got the key.
Make an example of, man.
Yeah.
He make an example of brothers all the time, right?
We'll pray for their families, though, man. But yeah,
it's tragic.
It's a bad decision, Miss White, and
on top of stupid.
Yeah. So the whites weren't smart in this situation.
That's right.
You know, the whites. You know that is, and that. But that's just. It's funny. You know, just the name, the whites. Both of them last name White.
Both of them.
But they're not related. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's probably what the movie gonna be called. You know, when they make it, because it's gonna be some stupid movie around it called The Whites.
For the Lifetime.
You know, the whites of Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So
Lauderdale County.
Lauderdale. They kept saying Lauderdale. I'm thinking, okay, they in Florida. Lauderdale County, man.
Hey, will we ever hear anybody moseying up out of any Florida spots? I don't think so.
Nah, bro.
It's possible.
I don't know where you going.
You ain't gonna get away.
Well, listen, I think they're
going.
smart enough to just be like, hey, I can't get you out of there, but I can get you these M&Ms, and we can sneak in the closet every now and then. That's about all.
Yeah. Well, why Vicky couldn't just say, look, that's what we've been doing it. That's what we're going to keep
doing.
What
we're gonna do.
That's an example of that ultimate power that they get on that level, and they think they can do whatever the hell they want, dog.
Yeah.
She moseyed right over up out of there.
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
This way, honey.
I'm second in command.
Second in command.
I only answer to God.
Oh, my God.
They say Officer White, but you're supposed to have another officer with you.
I can walk you. Yeah.
I'll handle this.
Yeah. I can walk you right out of here.
But now she's gone, and and that situation is over now, and he's locked up. Yeah. Still for the rest of his life probably. So
some people are safe, man, because he was after some folk. Yeah. And I'm glad. Unfortunately, she lost her life, but I'm glad he back behind bars, man.
Yeah. True that. But we, that's not the only crazy story. We got this Young Thug and Gunna
Pushing P
story, is crazy. But y'all gonna have to really get me up on this one, because we talking about RICO charges, racketeering charges. We talking about an organized crime family kind of situation. Yeah. What was that all about? Anybody else got more info on it?
I mean, probably the same as bro. Like, no details, but I know Young Thugger.
Yeah.
Push P. Excuse me, not Push P.
Push P.
Push P singer.
Bear with us.
I know these young cats. Hell, I'm old now.
Who the hell is Pusha P?
Yeah, well, there is a Pusha P though. Shout out to Pusha P.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a song, Pusha P.
Grinding.
Pusha P.
No, Future got a song.
Pusha P said.
Hey.
Pusha P. Hey. If it's a Pusha P out there, DJ's done connected you with RICO charge.
So. Yeah. Pusha P is a song though that Gunna made.
So what Future talking about when he say Pusha P, right?
That's Gunna's song.
That's Gunna's song. He is on it. So that's why I said Pushing P, but not Pusher T. Okay. So yes.
Yeah. So man,
a lot of Pusha P.
Young Thug, man. I guess he's the head of this entertainment company that got hit with these RICO laws that's normally reserved for the mafia.
Yeah.
And I think it's a way, and we gonna talk about both sides, but I think it's a way to rope the brothers off, so to speak. But they in trouble.
They is.
And much of it through their own doing.
Yeah.
But
own lyrics.
Man, does anybody really understand the RICO laws? I've been hearing bits and pieces, and from what I'm understanding is, we the man cave. Mm-hmm. If I go out and commit a crime that you guys know nothing about, a murder, a robbery, or whatever, then all of us will get charged under the man cave umbrella
under affiliated kind of.
Not necessarily. I mean,
Let's see. It say racketeer, influence, and corrupt organization. That's just talking about the act. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bunk. I was trying to give.
But I mean, I know that there has to be, some type of connection, as far as as the organization, like the people who are in the organization. Like, say there's a leader of the organization.
Yep.
And this leader is giving certain types of orders to commit certain types of crimes.
A lot of it is
people are doing it. What would probably have to happen, especially for Young Thug and Gunna was supposed to be like the number 2 guy or something in that situation. They if they're saying those guys told other guys to
take out hits or whatever.
Take out a hit, go steal this, rob this, take this. You know what I'm saying? Embezzle this person, make this person sell this dope or whatever. Then it becomes connected, in RICO. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
As a RICO.
RICO law is based in racketeering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the meaning of
It's rackets. There's a group of people who are engaging in certain rackets in the street.
Organized schemes.
Yeah, organized schemes to sell drugs, to prostitute,
gambling,
murder,
money laundering, kidnapping.
How they
Murder
made
for
it broad.
hire.
They made the term racketeering broad. So any
Any of it
for money by threat or action can be
under
anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can. I mean, like, like in the old school, you see it on the old mafia movies. Like, say I'm in the mob, but I've made a deal with this bar to be their protection. So I got my people working as they security or whatever. I keep a person in there for their security, but they have to pay me a certain amount of money every month to do that. And if that money don't show up, now you got me after your ass. Just not just the people who you scared of who gonna rob it. Now I'm gonna take your business, or I'm gonna take a piece of your business. Mm-hmm. A lot of that stuff came off of that,
right.
And loan sharking and stuff, like loaning money out to people and all that, and then
some of it is obvious. It's obvious bullshit.
Yeah,
because they've got members of their organization. There's one guy that's locked up right now for a murder.
Is he
that basically
telling on everyone?
They're trying to tie that to Young Thug because guess what? You're the leader of this group.
Yeah,
and it's done through RICO laws.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like I was saying before, if a member of an organization commits a crime, they're somehow tying it. Like everybody's gonna face that same charge,
starting from the top
under an umbrella.
But generally, listen to this now. Most of these, pretty much, I'm trying to say that I ain't gonna say most, because I ain't never heard of any so-called crime boss who was arrested for RICO who wasn't basically told on by somebody who was working for them. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing in that. They put them in witness protection, offer them certain deals because they did something. So maybe whoever this person is, there may be a person out there who's locked up or is facing, jail time or even the death penalty or whatever, who may have cut a deal, or you need to tell us who your boss is. Who do you work for?
That's telling. That's
exactly.
Question.
Well, they got 28 people.
28
Somebody finna start tweet too.
Somebody is saying.
Exactly. It's most definitely. You got producers, you got people who are probably, just security type people, airing
public defenders,
and then you'll have somebody like Gunna or Young Thug.
With some extreme orders like New Jack City or something. You know what I mean? Like I don't know the level, but I just know it's a 30-something. So it seemed like he's seen his whole life behind bars, and he was on this. He was on their podcast.
But is that right? But he calls himself. Okay. He calls himself Young Thug.
At first, it was Young Stoner Life.
The other rapper, they only allow people to get deals if you only have a certain deal.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to say, oh well, you are affiliated with a gang because
Connected.
Yeah.
they actually using this trap music, this gangster rap, stuff that they only you only gonna get a deal if you put out this kind of music. Now y'all want to use the music against the guys and say, well, see, this proof. Look at what you saying. You was talking about kill, because they were saying he in Young Thug's lyrics, he was talking, oh yeah, well see, he's tied to this murder because he said that he killed somebody in front of their mom.
Well, they need to start because again, now we've talked about this before. Young Thug, Gunna, and none of these rappers, these rappers who are making money in the music industry, are the leaders of the industry. There's somebody who owns the record label. There's somebody who owns, the distribution and manufacturing companies that push out this, their music. So if Young Thug is saying stuff on the, in his music that's being, produced and distributed by Sony or whatever company, then the Sony president should be
going down for racketeering.
He should be the head of the racketeering because if
you made a great point.
If I'm Young Thug and you saying I'm sending people out to kill somebody and y'all know that I'm doing that because I said it in my rap music. Well, whoever the CEO or the leaders of the who's over him,
the president of the record,
who's pushing that music out. Who's pushing that music out? He needs to be arrested too.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And charged. He's the true leader
because they pushing it to the mass, right?
Why does it stop with me?
Why does it? Cause why does it stop with black men? Why does it stop with because But that's generally the intention. You know what I'm saying? The intention is like, back in the day, what was it like in the 80s, 90s when they was talking about rap music and gangster music is causing all kinds of problems in the community and all this stuff. They trying to say that rap music was an issue. Rap music then, especially then, wasn't an issue, was something that generally uplifted. You had a couple people who had gangster rap, so-called gangster rap or whatever, but that was never the problem. Even those guys was talking about pushing back the police and all of that.
Rap was conscious.
But they constantly went after the artists. They didn't go after, those companies that were pushing out whatever, displeasurable music they thought was out there. They was going after black people, not the white owners of the record companies, not the white owners of the radio stations, not the, all of that stuff. Not the distributors, they wasn't going after them guys. They just going after this artist who they wanted to say that. Yeah. Who they, who
it's
they
the only way he
paid
got the
this
deal.
man to say what he said.
Yeah. It's the only way he got the deal. And they don't care about him. They don't care about, because he can go to prison and guess what? We'll get the next guy the same deal to put out the same type of music.
Yep.
Yeah, man. And it just goes to show too as well, we got to be more careful as black men about what the hell we posting and talking about on social media as well though, bro, because all they do is go back and take everything off your damn timeline.
Yeah. Exactly.
And they using it right now in court or building this case. I just saw all of these old pictures of them with guns and money, not saying that you can't have guns and money, just don't have it on your social media page. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Got to learn something from this, man.
But go ahead.
You know what? It's this story is, I think is huge because I think it's a chance for, rappers in the industry, producers, even underground, even if you're trying to get a major deal, it's time for us to look within ourselves and say, you know what? We're going to start talking about some of the things that we really want to talk about. Yeah. Because, man, some of these brothers are more creative than,
what they're allowed to be.
Exactly.
What they're allowed to be. You know, there was,
Shout out my boy Kendrick Lamar, bro.
Yeah, you know.
That's right.
But, you know, some of them guys, I ain't saying Kendrick Lamar, somebody is older, but there gets to a point. It ain't even been a long, long time ago. Like, even guys like Drake and all that. I ain't saying I was listening to Drake music, but Drake wasn't saying a lot of that stuff. But some of that stuff starts to get pushed back. And they go, if the more extreme shit you say in your song, that shit gets pushed forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about these guys. Some of these guys are like actively talking about shooting people, murdering people, taking drugs, selling drugs, all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You think that if something happens in your life where any of that stuff is around it, that it's not gonna come, that your music is gonna be used against you. I guarantee it. You know what I'm saying?
You have a whole generation of rappers that's on what you just said.
Yeah.
Because they think that that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like I know all the young rappers.
Yeah.
But the female rapper, Mulatto, y'all know who I'm talking about?
I heard about, yeah.
Nah, she's a hot female rapper. She was on like a hip hop reality show where they was looking for the next hot rapper, and she won the show. Like she was the best rapper, but she was very creative. I watched part of it, and this woman could rap.
Okay,
and she was creative in her music.
Yeah,
but now, when you look at, like, she's a big time star among female rappers, but it's all sexuality now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with my wife about it, and she agreed, like, man, you remember we saw this girl, trying to get the deal, and how creative she was, rapping. She wasn't talking about crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, now she's got the deal. Now you're an industry chick.
Yeah.
Now you got to show
some skin.
Yeah.
Sex sells kind of deal.
Ass and titty.
Yeah.
She's making money.
Yeah.
And she ain't talking about nothing.
They ain't talking about nothing.
You know what I mean?
Yep. But that's what they don't want you to talk about nothing. Yeah. That's always been the case, man.
Keeping that box. Keeping as that model.
I mean, is there a female rapper that you can think of out there now? Right now, maybe Jam can help us out with that. That's like super popular, and ain't wearing booty shorts, bikinis on stage, and
let's see,
shaking their ass, and
Queen Latifah.
I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about right today. That's huge. Who's young and who's very, very popular today, where they're not really wearing.
Yes,
everybody's showing their body. You know what I'm saying?
Sweetie.
And then, but a lot of them ain't showing their body. They showing them parts that the doctor done, sold on them. You know what I'm saying?
It's theirs now, boy.
Well, it's theirs. I ain't saying, it wasn't. I ain't want to say God given, but it wasn't the one you was born with. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is what do we? There's a message in that. What are you saying to people? What are you saying to young black women? What are you saying these other rappers? What are you saying to young black men when you're talking about doing drugs and fentanyl and Molly and cocaine and what all? What are you saying? You know what I'm saying to these guys? And then so the next rapper, he might have came up. I'm rapping about what's going on in my community and how we need to make some changes, but then. The industry guys like my flow. They like some of the lyrics that I that I put down. But let's change a few of these lyrics. Instead of saying we want to stop that Molly. We're gonna change that to we want to pop that Molly. It's stupid crap like that people do.
Hit it with the remix.
You know what I'm saying? And it happens. So yeah, it's crazy, but that's an issue that we have to deal with because more than ever right now, our kids are being influenced by everything other than, their parents. Anything that seems like it's positive, gets swept under the rug. The parents, don't have a chance these days with, with competing with, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, TikTok, OnlyFans, all of that crazy stuff that's out there where people are communicating
access to it early too,
and and they just got it, and the stuff on there is generally so backwards. Yeah, it don't make no goddamn sense, man.
They think, and then sometimes that's what they learn because they see it, bro, and like it ain't real. It's not real, man. It's not real half the time. So
I was looking at is this show? You ever see that show Ridiculousness on I can't remember, was it on
MTV or something?
It's a VH1, I think. It's on VH1, and it was he showed a clip of it was just this woman. She she had her little booty shorts on, and she's shaking her ass, and then you just then the camera pan to this little baby in his chair, which was supposed to be her son, and he's just looking at her with this like, you crazy, like what is, like he got this look on his face like, this my dang mama. Yep. You know what I'm saying? What is wrong? Hell,
I thought you was about to say other little girls doing the same thing that the other girls.
But that's what you're teaching. But I've seen that same thing too. But what are you teaching? So if your son grows up to objectify women, maybe you have to take a little bit of blame for that.
You make a great point to the learned behavior, man. Yeah. I mean, like we talking about female rappers, man, and when you look at the rappers, the female rappers that's on top, what's the message that you sending to young women that know all your songs, that know every lyric, that know your dance moves? But you send messages to the girls as well as the guys.
Exactly.
And then just for the young teenage boys, man, they hear these guys, talking about getting high. Yeah. And womanizing and carrying guns. What do you think they're gonna? You normalize all of that stuff, man. This is what our children are growing up on, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's Wild Wild West, all over again, but it's in the black community now. And we got to, only we can change that shit, man. Only we can do something about it. Sometimes, I hate saying it, but because I sound like some of them cats back in the 80s, but this is a different kind of situation. I remember, Bill Clinton and what's his name, Ronald Reagan and all them guys having problems with these, the rap artists back in the day. But that was for a different reason, because they were saying stuff that was exposing what the United States government was doing to black people. Mm-hmm. But we got to start exposing what some of these, these corporations, these industry leaders in music are doing to black people now. You know what I'm saying? Because, they're making it like these guys are rapping about drugs and murders and killing like it's just, something that is supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, where does it stop? You know what I'm saying? They're talking about this stuff. I think that may be one of the reasons, like James said, that Young Thug and this other guy Gunna are in this situation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? These guys believe, these industry leaders and the police, they think they still believe that they're your master. So if they don't want you to do something, they don't want you to say something, if you cross them any kind of way, they have the means, and to stop you any kind of way they can, and will use everything that they gave you, to bust your ass. You know what I'm saying? So,
I just think some of the leaders in hip hop, some of them, the big time influences in hip hop, man, it might be time for them to, like come together and say, hey man, we gotta change things up, man. I mean, we don't really know. They probably going to prison. Some of the stuff is BS, like I said. But some of that stuff probably goes.
It's probably
they went to Young Thug's house and sees guns and drugs.
Yeah.
So
well, I hate that because I mean, that's not the end of the world, but that's not a good look.
It's not.
It's not a good look.
Well, it's to paint the picture.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like
Exactly.
It's
perception is everything.
It is.
Did he do it? Yeah, he did it.
I mean,
you're guilty.
Yeah.
Guns and drugs don't always equal to gangs, and you know what I'm saying. So,
Well, that's exactly what they trying to do.
I know they're trying to staple it on there for sure.
They're
trying to staple it on there. Add on. It's the add on charge.
But again, the music that they talking about, man, that's not the only thing.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we know we got some problems in the hood, but the stuff that they own, that doesn't define the hood.
The community.
There's more to it than what they talking about.
Exactly.
Talk about the other things that's going on.
Yeah.
I agree, bro.
Yeah.
I agree. And
if you're a rapper who's glorifying any of that behavior, man, shame on you. You shouldn't be. That shouldn't be glorified. That's not like if you like. This is one of my criticisms of Young Thug and whoever and this other guy.
Gunna.
You get Gunna. You got this organization or this group or whatever you call it that even if it's not a gang, it may just be something that y'all would.
I'm gonna say it's not a gang.
Yeah, it's not. It may not be any of that, but I'm saying you call yourself Young Thug, you call yourself Gunna, and then you call it Young Slime Life, Young Stoner Life, or what that you would call you like, and then you put this out there as something that people want to should get down with. I want you to follow Young Slime Life, or friend Young Slime Life, or join Young Slime Life. What? For what? Why? Why would you? I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's a criticism. Even if people, I don't say this to people, even about Tupac. Everybody loved Tupac, and I love him too. But he said a lot of good stuff, but some of the stuff that he said was backwards. Even the whole thug life attitude. You know what I'm saying? Because when we talking about when we talking about doing violence or doing dirty deeds against black people, then that's not how.
Yeah.
That's not the music that I grew up with. That's not the music I want my children to hear. That's not what I would hope that Tupac and some of these other rappers would have understood. That's not what they should be pushing to the people. I mean, there's a larger understanding, about the community that needs to be, had. We have to have a better understanding of the situation that black people. We can't be working against ourselves and working against.
I think that's where the record labels come into play. And like, Pac did great songs. Dear Mama did a lot of songs. I mean, great. But then they come in and like, Pac, we need the thug stuff. Turn up your thug shit on this. You know what I'm saying? So
and it was like it was
his
like
popularity
weird.
grew.
It grew
because of it.
Yeah.
And he influenced a lot of people with thug life.
Yeah.
But thug life is dangerous. It's detrimental to the community.
Yeah.
And was probably a main reason why he lost his own life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And they probably seen some similarities of that maybe happening again. But main thing is you gonna be about that gang life or the music. Like, don't mix them. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least, because the gang shit real now.
But it ain't about you can't talk about it, but you can't glorify it. You can't be, acting like that's the way it is, and
the only way.
Yeah, that's the only way that a person, should be, living their life. I understand if that's the life you live, I understand that. But that's not don't glorify that life. You should be telling people don't do this. This is what I did. This is maybe even what I do. But bro, I'm probably gonna die from this stuff, and and if you do it, you probably gonna die too. Don't do this. That's your art. I understand you should be able to say what you want to say, but there's still some responsibility that need to be had by people. I would never tell you couldn't say what you wanted to say, but god dang, bro, we have to have, and it's us listeners, us people who are purchasing that music need to take some responsibility in that and say, I can't get that from my son. I can't allow my son to listen to this or my daughter to listen to that. That kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? That I think that is where we need to be with that. That's my opinion anyway.
Well, we're gonna keep an eye on it, man.
Yeah, man.
See how that plays.
But
out.
I do hope the young brothers, are able to, to fix this situation, man. Because they're in a world of trouble right now. And
some of it's true.
And if some of it's
not
true,
all of it. I'm sure some of it is.
Yeah.
But certainly not all of it.
Yeah.
Like I say, some of the stuff didn't even sound right. You trying to say, you threw up a gang sign on your social media, so you tied to the Bloods.
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't really.
Yeah, bring some more. But see, we found guns and drugs at your house too. You still need to bring some more.
Yeah.
Like, where was I putting these hits?
You said you killed somebody in your rap video, so come on. That stuff ain't gonna stick.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But hey, we'll keep on at 727-686.
We might have had some comments. I really wasn't paying attention.
Let's see what we got out there. People
We might have had some comments on that, man. Somebody call in, man, or a comment.
Call in.
Join us.
Call in. Bunk was looking. I was trying to find that schedule Bunk was looking at, Bunk.
Yeah, man.
So we gonna go into the schedule right now?
Well, no.
That's cool.
So what time we got? What time we got?
It's 9:33. I just got an email with the home and away games. Of course, you got the home games, which is division rivals, and you got away. But man, it's some nice home games.
Let's talk about
bro.
the first game with the Bucks, man. They the home team.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I was just ecstatic by some of these big time home games.
Man, is that the real schedule? Because I mean, when I was trying to find it, man, because
The first game is against the Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Let's see.
But
what about the schedule that you don't think that it was real?
I'm just saying.
Bunk don't think the schedule.
Yeah,
was
9-11.
No, of course, I believe we can beat everybody on our schedule, but just the whole.
They had what they say is the third hardest schedule.
Yeah,
in the
It
NFL.
looked like it, but
I don't see how it's not the hardest. That's weird.
Well, who they playing? And it's a new season.
Everybody, you got it.
I got it.
You got it.
So we want to go week by week, or you want to
go week by week?
Week by week. First, this regular season now. Bucks at Cowboys.
At Cowboys.
Sunday night NBC game. That's gonna be big.
They played the Cowboys last year.
We'll beat their ass again.
Yep. That's gonna be a good one, bro. I got us in that one too. Hell, since we're going game by game, we might as well go WLs. What we got?
Oh, I got the
Y'all
Bucks.
want to do that already?
Well, hell.
I got the Bucks already.
They got
You might well if you just take. I got Bucks in every game, so go keep going.
So we ain't gonna do it then. If Bunk just gonna be.
Yeah, but
If he gonna say they gonna win every game, we ain't gonna do it. But you can go down and
all right, real quick.
who are some of these games that he's afraid of?
So I would say our big time games. We got Green Bay at home. That's the third week. That'll be a pretty good game. The week after that, we got the Chiefs at home.
What?
The Chiefs.
You right.
That's what I'm saying.
Then we go
3 of the first 4 games.
Cowboys.
So let me go
we got
with you.
Cowboys, Saints, Packers, Chiefs.
Yep. Cowboys on the road, Saints on the road, Packers at home, Chiefs at home, Falcons at home. Then we go back on the road to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's tough. Then you got the Panthers.
Pittsburgh. Who's their quarterback? They don't have a
They
quarterback.
picked up one.
Haskins passed away, so who they
Yeah.
get? It's Trubisky. No, who they got?
They got
they got the
Trubisky,
rookie
but they
from
got
Pitt.
your rookie from Pitt.
Oh,
too.
that's right. They got Pickett.
Yeah, Pickett. Then you got the Ravens at home Thursday night, and don't forget this year Thursday night games on Prime. Prime spent like $1 billion for Thursday night games this year.
That's
Yeah.
sick, man.
The first,
They had them last year. They had. I watched.
but it was simulcast though.
Okay.
These
No more NFL Network, only on Prime.
Wow.
On Thursday.
Wow.
no more NFL Network because of greed. Because somebody outbidded somebody else, man. These man, it's,
$1 billion, bro.
Yeah, I be
Listen,
watching. I
the
got
first-
Prime.
can all the players get raises?
I'm with it, bro. You know I'm a pro player.
Can the players get a
Salaries
little more?
actually are going up. That stuff is going up.
like
It is.
like minimum
They
wage.
getting screwed. They getting screwed.
Like minimum wage.
Hey, I'm just telling y'all. Don't
So where we at after the
Then
Ravens?
you got the Rams.
The Rams.
Whoa.
At home.
You right, Bump. Good grief.
That's what I'm like. Is this real?
That's what I'm saying. The Rams ain't even in our,
And that's the third hardest schedule in the league.
Exactly.
Then you got the Seahawks home. That's still always tough. Then you go on the roads to the Browns. The Browns real this year, bro. And
Yeah,
then
they got Deshaun.
They got
Watson.
Deshaun Watson. Who next?
They play where they play that game at.
at Cleveland.
Oh, shit.
Now,
that makes it even tougher.
Now,
That's
now listen to the
Thanksgiving.
next day game now.
That's actually Thanksgiving. The 27th.
So they got to play on Thanksgiving.
No. It's Sunday. So
Okay.
Around Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
the Sunday after
then you
thing.
got the Saints on Monday Night Football at home. Then you got travel to 49ers the following Sunday. Then you got the Bengals at home.
You see what I'm saying? How is that not the hardest
After you play the
schedule?
Bengals, bro, you go on the road and play the Cardinals
Well,
on Christmas.
Wow. That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
man.
that's pretty tough. You got the Cardinals, you got the Bengals, you got Green Bay, you got Seahawks and the Rams
The only
and the
thing,
Ravens.
the only thing I'm gonna say is some of them teams ain't gonna be that good.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you got to expect that, but
Okay,
That is a tough schedule.
Let's see who on the way down. Who you got on the way down? The Packers, Steelers,
Packers
or the Rams, Seahawks. Who you think the
I mean, Steelers going. I don't think the Steelers going to be all that great.
Okay, I can see that.
I mean, the Cowboys will probably be a little bit improved, but I think
Green
that
Bay gonna take a step back too.
I think Green Bay, because they lost Adams, right?
Yeah.
I think the Packers gonna be the Pack because
They picked-
Of course, but I mean they'll be good. But
And
I think we'll be.
they picked up two receivers that
they
were
picked
pretty
up a guy in the
good,
second round.
Yeah.
supposedly.
and they kind of loaded up. They got two good defensive players in the draft. I think both of them from Georgia.
Yeah.
The D lineman
Oh
and
yeah,
the
oh yeah. So defense will be looking good. Aaron Rodgers be Aaron Rodgers.
Chiefs lost
Cheetah.
Hill, so all these teams, it's changes on all these teams. The Rams a little down, but they ain't. I mean, I don't know, but that defense still is pretty solid. So
Who you got? Anybody that didn't make the playoffs last year that might? I know we done got on
Cleveland?
sports. Cleveland didn't make the playoffs, so
Cleveland,
that's your team.
I think that Cleveland.
I think
I got
Cleveland
my
gonna
team.
be much better.
Yeah,
with Deshaun
Cleveland.
Watson.
with Deshaun.
quarterback.
Yeah,
I like the Dolphins too, bro.
yeah.
It's gonna be sneaky.
Dolphins. I mean, if Tua
That offense loaded.
improves, I mean, because it's not like Tua wasn't horrible, but he's got to get better if they're gonna make any real noise. But if he's gotten better since his first year. If he gets better again this year, I mean, that could be.
What if he gets hurt again?
But then it's over. It's over with.
He might be out of my.
It's over with. It's over with. If they got to have somebody to get on the ball, get them guys the ball. So
We'll see.
but yeah, that's we got a tough one, man. What about the Ravens, man? How y'all think the Ravens gonna be? We got the Ravens this year. They still got Lamar. I mean,
I hope so.
are they on a downward spiral, or
Man.
that could did they do enough in the offseason to help out Lamar?
Oh,
They have
Lamar
a
got to
good
help
team.
himself out.
Yeah, he do too. Yeah, but yeah,
He got to help us.
They have a good team.
yeah, they do have.
I mean, you can't say, "Oh well, don't expect anything out of them." You can't. Say
you can't say
Nah,
that. No.
never with Lamar Jackson. No. I'll be interested to see, but they went on a downslope at the end of the year though. So, but of course he wasn't behind the starting quarterback, so Lamar Jackson wasn't playing.
Well, they still got the I guess the preseason I guess forecasts or predictions are as far as rankings they got the Buffalo Bills at number 1 and the Buccaneers at number 2 as far as expectations for the Super Bowl
Okay.
or championship, and then I can't remember who else, but I think they still got the Packers up there. I think that one of the teams that I think dropped out of the top 5 that I think was the Rams for whatever reason. They dropped the Rams out. I don't know what kind of turn.
Behind Donald. Besides Donald, who did they?
They
lose?
lost Von Miller.
Yeah,
Miller. They lost both of them.
I think Arnold.
Donald didn't leave yet.
Donald
He didn't.
didn't.
He hadn't
So they
left.
lost
He-
Von Miller.
Yeah, Von Miller.
Donald was like,
How did they drop?
I don't
out of the
know.
Top 5 in the conference.
I have not in the conference, but I mean
In
it's
the NFL.
NFL
Overall.
rankings. Yeah, that's the overall NFL ranking. I think they dropped out of the top 5.
And who was Buffalo was number 1?
Buffalo Bucks. I'm not sure if they had the Bengals. I think the Bengals were still up there, but just I don't think
The Bengals were top 5.
I'm not sure. I'm trying. I can't remember.
Why not?
But, I mean, they were in the Super Bowl last year, and I don't know if it's. I don't think it's like power rankings. I think it's like who they expect
Like
with the best chances of getting to the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
You know what I'm saying? So, like the Bengals might have a great chance to get to the Super Bowl because I think they're gonna probably dominate their division and get into the playoffs, and all they need is a few wins.
They're definitely going to be a tough team.
All you need is a few wins to get you get back to. They could get back. I don't know.
They could, bro.
Look,
they got
They kind of snuck up on some people, and this year they ain't sneaking up on nobody.
Yeah.
Sometimes that might work against them.
Yeah. Hey, as long as them wide receivers out there running them routes like they would, the boy gonna sling that thing.
Yeah.
Chase was off.
He was
out of this world.
Yeah, but I think that people going, like you said, people gonna be pretty much. They're gonna be spying Chase. They're gonna probably try and put something on Burrow, but we'll see. But those are them guys are dime a dozen kind of players too. So it may not be much anybody can do to stop a cat like Chase, man. Because that cat, like you said, that's a baller. That's a baller.
He is a baller.
That's a baller. 727-686. We almost out of here. 727-686-0512 is our number. We almost out of here. But I know my dog, he'll probably want to fight us. Ardell might want to, our station manager might want to kick our behind if we don't say a little bit about the NBA, man. We got to say a little bit about the NBA.
A little bit.
Yeah, like the Warriors got smashed last night?
Last night.
And
Was it 134 to 80 something or 90 something?
That was just one game. They won the series.
Yeah.
Well, they got.
So who are your, just real quick, who are your picks for the championship?
Oh man, so right now the Bucks made a pretty good win last night. I like the Bucks coming out of the East because I think it's gonna be the Heat and the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. I like the Bucks, and then out of the West, I'm with you. I think the Warriors gonna step up and beat.
Yeah, I think the Warriors. That's who I would have, the Warriors.
And then the Phoenix Suns will beat the Mavs, and then that'll be in the Western. And I got the Warriors versus the Bucks in the finals.
All right, yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I got the Bucks and Warriors.
Yeah, that's that to me right now. That's what it looks like it's gonna to me.
I hope the Suns
Bucks,
try to
Warriors.
shake some though, but
I
said I hope the Suns.
Yeah,
because I like Chris Paul a little bit. Sometimes.
Yeah.
So we going who you got, Bump?
Bucks, Warriors.
I think
So we'll hold off on who we think gonna win it all.
Well, I mean, yeah, because to me that'll be a great championship. That'll be a great finals. Bucks Warriors because but my dog Ardell was making a great point about the Warriors not having enough bigs. Really no bigs. And the Bucks with Giannis, man. That's gonna be a tough road to hoe.
What if that's not the finals though?
That might not be. I'm saying.
So we'll just hold off.
We'll hold off on that. But I want to make one more point that we didn't get to earlier. What time? How much we got? About 10 minutes.
Yep.
Listen, there was a situation that happened in, I think it was Kissimmee, Orlando area. Osceola sheriffs killed a young guy. I think it was about a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago, by the name of Jaden Baez. The whole thing started. Baez and his friends were at Target or whatever, in the Target parking lot, and one of the friends, they have a video of it where one of the guys got in the car, and all of a sudden you see all these police cars. Well, they were unmarked cars surround this car. You know, the Baez and his friends try to, flee in the car. They hit one of the other police cars, and I guess you can't really see. They don't show, but there was a barrage of bullets, and Jaden Baez was killed. And one of his friends they said he had his hands up. When the police tried to stop him, he raised his hands, and basically shot all the man's fingers off. I thought it was a hoax story at first when I saw it, but apparently it's real, and the family of Jaden Baez and the other guys they're suing. The whole thing started because somebody in the store said that Jaden Baez and the guy stole some Pokemon trading cards.
Say it again.
Pokemon trading cards.
Pokemon trading cards.
And
So
a
the
pizza,
police showed up.
and some pizza. And some
police-
pizza.
okay.
They said the expected, the approximate amount of what they said was taken out of the store was $40 worth of merchandise. And them boys, one is made and one is dead.
Well, if you support the blue, man, they shouldn't have been stealing out of the store. They
Yeah,
wouldn't be.
if you
No
support
one
the blue.
would be dead.
Yeah. Yeah, so are you saying you support the blue?
Still, you might get
Because
killed.
that's it.
I do not.
I think that it's a ridiculous notion that if you'd have seen, it was like 5 or 6 police cars that just bum rushed these boys out of the blue.
Sound like they said hands up and just started shooting.
I don't even know if they said that. There's no sound. I think the sheer fear of these cars just speeding up to you while you're parked in a parking lot and 5 or 6 cars just bum rush you unmarked in your face. Of course you're gonna hit the gas and try to get away. You don't know if you're gonna be robbed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they're using that as justification because when the car sped off, it hit one of the police cars. So that's why they opened fire, is what the police are saying. You know, but the thing again is that you could have took that tag number and said and we're gonna investigate it that way rather than creating this
Of course they created
situation where but yeah, like you said, of course they created a situation where they can kill a person of color and try to justify it in the eyes of, but it was wrong, and the families are suing, and I hope they get everything that they deserve. These rotten cops, got to cut this crap out, man. And hearts out to Jaden's family and to the other young brother. I think his last name was Rowe or something. My heart's out to their families because you go to Target, and you just go and get your stuff and you die over $40 stinking worth of crap. You know what I'm saying? Messed up. Yep. And we're gonna keep our eye on that story. So you guys try, look into that story, man. Look deep into that story. Again, we're gonna talk about that again on the show.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
and never ending.
No.
Unfortunate and never ending.
That's why when we get lights and stuff pulled up behind us, they don't even understand all the
fear.
Yeah.
And
You in your mind, you saying, man, you got your foot by that gas. You wanna hit it because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh no.
right.
And maybe I believe in some situations when black folks put their foot on that gas and get out of there, they may have just saved their life.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? You may have saved your own life by getting out of that situation. But,
It makes you think about the young brother.
Yeah, it's
that
crazy.
the police shot in the back of the head. I think that was in, what was it, in Ohio or New York? Or,
Yeah.
I mean, the guy minding his own business, almost home, and a cop turns around, puts a light on him, and the guy's just terrified. Like, he jumped out of the car before the police got out of his.
Yeah.
And he's terrified.
He's terrified.
And he's, what did I do?
Yeah.
Kid didn't do anything wrong. Lost his life.
Lost his life.
Just because he couldn't control the situation.
Yep. So, hey, we got a little bit of time. So we got anything that to raise your spirits, man? Anything?
I was gonna ask y'all a question.
Go ahead.
And I know we don't probably got time to get in a relationship, but I'm gonna just
ask it.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question. This is about a movie. Like,
somebody can use this answer too.
Go ahead.
Somebody's listening right now.
Well, hold on. Let me ask a regular question, then maybe ask that question. I was watching one of my favorite movies, gangster movie of all time, and I know like how it's going to end, but I always be sad and pissed off. Do you fellas have a movie that you watched, you know the ending, and you still be sad like, Ricky, don't scratch the damn lottery tickets right now, cuz they on our ass, you know what I mean? Like, what if Rick just would have stuck with Dre on the way home? Like,
Yeah.
Is there a movie that stick out to y'all like that, bro? My bad. I'm all over
Well,
the
I
place.
wish you would have gave me. I understand exactly what you're saying. I wish you would have gave me some time to think about it.
Yeah, you got to bring
But
them
there's
questions
quite a
up at the
few-
beginning of the
there's
show and
quite
let
a
us
few
answer them
new
at the end.
movies that, you're sitting there, you're watching the movie, and you know how it ends, and it's like you want a part of you just wants it to end differently.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
You be like, Rick passed the ACT and everything.
Yeah.
man,
My bad.
that's a good one.
That's a good one, bro.
We got to revisit that one.
We had to
though,
get
bro.
that one, man. But that was a sad one. I thought you was gonna say, is there a movie that you just watch a lot? There's a ton of them jokers.
What you got, boy? We could do whatever. We got a few minutes in the cave. What movie?
But
you got?
I want to get back to that one. Now. We got to answer that question. Maybe next week at another time, because I like that question. Because that's a good one. But I watch all kinds of movies. Sometimes I like. It ain't nothing for me like to put on The Godfather every night.
Okay.
It ain't nothing for me to watch The Godfather 1 or 2 at night.
I was about to ask you which one.
Yeah, 1 or 2. Two. I like 2. I like 2 probably the best, but I can watch that first Godfather 1 or 2, man, anytime. Anytime. 3. I can't. I'm not. Listen, the only time I ever look at 3 is somehow it's on some channel, and I'm turning the channel, and it's halfway through, or damn near the end, and I might peek at it a little bit just to remind me what happened.
But what in the movie do you want to change, though?
There ain't nothing in the movie. That's what I'm saying. I don't have anything in the movie.
I got another one
that I want to change. That movie was great all the way through. They had to die. Everybody in that movie who died was supposed to die. So that's
They was all supposed to go down.
Yeah, they was all supposed to go down. Go ahead, my brother.
I just forgot about it. Well, y'all gonna laugh. It's a childhood movie of mine, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Macaulay Culkin in My Girl.
My Girl. Oh yeah,
when
yeah.
the bumblebees got.
They got when Macaulay got killed by the bees. I remember that.
Bees, dog.
Yeah,
I ain't watched that movie, man.
I've seen that movie.
James, you gotta give me one. It's one on the tip of your
I
tongue,
can't,
bro.
Man, I can't, man.
Ricky.
I'm gonna tell you one that you ever see Cry Freedom? About Steve Biko doing the apartheid in South Africa. You already knew the story. The whole movie is about this. It always ends up being about some white guy who was Steve Biko friend and all this. But the whole thing was Steve Biko was this, freedom fighter in South Africa. Is an activist in South Africa doing apartheid, who was trying to send the local police and all them, militia, kidnapped them, framed him up on charges. It was like Denzel played him in this movie. And they ended up killing him while he was in prison, you know what I'm saying? Murder him in prison. But there's a scene in there where these kids were protesting, and you're always like, dang, I wish this really didn't happen, but it really happened where the police, and this local militia there just gunned down these kids who were protesting apartheid. And it's the scene in the movie is like,
Dang.
It's a devastating, like, damn.
Dang.
And you like, I'm talking about you, if you watch that and you boy, because I was young when I watched that, I was like, I'm looking around like, this shit didn't really happen. That shit really happened.
I got one. Okay. I think we're going to close it out.
Okay.
The guy that played the Black Panther,
Chadwick Boseman.
I wish he wouldn't have died.
I wish he wouldn't have died.
Talking about real life?
Real life.
Yeah, real life.
Real life.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
of course. Yeah.
I'm going to miss him.
I already do.
As the Black Panther, as James Brown, as goddamn Frank Robin, Jackie Robinson,
Thurgood Marshall,
bro. What black person of greatness who had,
but in particular, as the Black Panther,
as the Black Panther.
I mean, this guy,
ultimate goddamn hero. Okay,
this guy was on Denzel level with his talent, and I don't know who else we got coming up. Yeah.
Denzel that man, but he was on his way.
He was. I mean, as far as his talent, I ain't say he had the clout. Yeah, he was getting there.
Okay.
The man, he had some. He had how many iconic roles already?
No doubt.
And
I thought this man was James Brown. Like he really gets lost in his role.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Started to look like him and everything. Joker started looking like a panther for real. James Brown music.
What you doing, man?
Just like him. Yeah, man.
That ain't a mashed potato.
That's a good one, Jay.
Yeah, pretty good, dog.
Well,
you might be the next.
Hey, man, y'all got a movie?
You gonna play him in the next show?
Jim, you got a movie? Come on. Dale, you got a movie?
That would have ended. I wish would have ended different.
Yeah. Come on. Hit us with one.
What you got, my brother?
I would have put y'all on the spot too, my brother.
I don't know about ended differently. I would say a movie that's not that serious. That was a big deal. Was Friday.
Yeah.
Friday?
Yeah.
What would you change on Friday, bro?
They had to hustle all this for they did all this shit for $100.
He needed another $100.
Yeah.
Nobody went.
No, he needed $200.
No, he needed.
No.
He already had $100.
He had 100. He flipped it over.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He said, "Smokey, that's $100. Stop playing with me."
They called him broke, but they ain't had the money to
Exactly.
Well, they wasn't finna give him no money because he ain't had no job. You heard his mama? Like, why would I give you money, Craig, when you ain't got no job?
Yeah.
So Big Worm shot up the block for $100.
$100.
Hey, you heard him. It's a principality, dog. Don't play with Big Worm money.
I do feel like though if they would have asked for $100, they would have got that versus asking for $200.
Yeah, that's what they was trying to get. That's what I'm saying. They was trying to get $200. They were trying to get $200.
Trying to be greedy.
I'm trying to tell you.
So that chain you got.
Oh, shit.
Hey, fellas, your boy will not be here next Thursday.
They should have knocked that red themselves and got his chain.
Yes, bro.
No, I ain't promoting that kind of thuggery. But
hey, enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it. Hey, we love y'all. See you next week.
And Bonker be here.
Yeah, y'all hold it down for me.
Check us out.
All right.
You're listening to PowerPlug Radio, home of your throwback jams.